Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the Ability Warriors podcast. Today I want to talk to you guys about my week of self-discovery and life lessons. So my mom came down and she surprised me and we had a lot of fun and a lot of lightheartedness. But we also had a lot of deep discussions about what I think about living where I'm living, a lot about where my future's gonna go from here, a lot about my relationship choices, a lot about a lot of things. And I kind of want to share her wisdom with you guys, if that's alright. So, at the beginning of the week, or kind of middle, we talked about being more authentic and less disingenuous to who I actually am, because you guys know me as one of my characters, but you guys don't know me as my actual name, which I'm not gonna give out on here, but I feel more comfortable, I think, now being called my actual name, just because you know how when somebody casts you as like a certain characteristic, or they say that you're bubbly and you're energetic and you're actually the complete opposite. That's how I felt. I felt like I had to put on this persona and not use my actual name to make things more lighthearted and to make them so it was more friendly and not as jarring. But I realized that I can't get the respect that I deserve, and I can't get people to take me seriously. I can't help them understand that I'm not who I was if I don't treat myself with a little bit of respect. So I've decided to go, except for on here, I decided to go back to my real name to see if that would change things up. And for the most part, I think it will take some time, but I think it will kind of show them that I'm not trying to mess around. I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not anymore. And stop putting on a face and just live life with my own name. And another thing that we talked about was, it's kind of wrapped up in identity, but like trying to please people and not pleasing yourself first, because you're the one living your life and you're the one in it. So once that person leaves, once Mama left, it's just me. I have to deal with the decisions that I make. I have to realize that it's my own choice and my own viewpoint. I can't have people's inputs, because if you know anything about my mental health journey, I'm easily influenced. So yes, people can give their opinions, but I take it as solid evidence. I don't look into it for myself. I just take it on as another persona, which is not okay. You need to make your decisions and make them with your own heart and your own soul in mind, so that you know that you've done everything in your life on your own terms, at least for the second half of your life, on your own terms, and beat to your own drum. And that's what I'm doing now, I think. I hope, anyway. And we also talked about living here and how I feel about it, and this is no shade to who I used to live with. This is no shade to everyone that I've ever lived with. But it always feels like somebody else's home and never really my own. I realize that I complain a lot about staff and a lot about how I'm not finding my way here like I thought I would. But I think if you put it all in perspective, I'm doing pretty good with what I got. And that rolls into the fact that I'm not mentally ready to move anyways. I'm not mentally ready to uproot everything and move. And it's not because of certain people. It's just because I need to do more self-worth work, and I need to figure out what I truly want and what my opinions really are before I can move and reacclimate myself to where I grew up. And I know things are going to be different, and I know things are going to be pretty much the same, but my mama bear is there, my safety net is there. So, but that's way far in the future. But I just want to be the person that I am when I get there. I know it's going to be a whirlwind, and everybody's going to have to pack me up and all that stuff. but I know that my brain will be okay. I know that my brain's gonna be a little jostled, but I'm hoping that with the work that I'm doing, it won't be as torn up as if I just decided to jump the gun and go for it now. It'll be like 2 to 5 years down the road, I'm guessing. Or more. So, who knows what the future holds? And I think I've got to be okay in that phrase. I've got to be okay with not knowing what the future holds. I got to be okay with I got to be okay with the fear of the unknown. But I also got to be well equipped with tools so that I don't overwhelm myself. I gotta be somewhat there. It's gonna take my whole life to be fully there, but at least I'm not getting ahead of myself and just going with whatever people say and not really diving deep into my soul and figuring that out for myself. And yeah, so I don't think what else we talked about. So I told her that I was in a relationship again with an old flame, and this old flame and I, we didn't end up on the best of terms, but we have now since rekindled that 3 years later, and I think we're doing the best that we can with the circumstances that were given to us. And no shade to him, we were just young and we didn't know what living together would be like. We didn't know what a healthy relationship was. So that's a big one for me. And for me to tell Mama that I was going back out with him, and for her to say that she's okay with it, and for her to say, if I'm happy, if you're happy, I'm happy, it means more to me than she will ever know. And I want to thank her for that. And we have a long way to go. There's a lot of communication and stuff that needs to be done on our part, on our terms. And we're gonna do that work because we realized that there's no other person for us. We realized that we are each other's rocks and we are each other's paths to go on. So I just want to encourage you guys to leave your heart open, even if it gets crushed, even if it gets stomped on. that's one of the major life lessons that I learned this week. And trusting your intuition. Yeah, you may be wrong for like the 10th time, but being wrong isn't always a bad thing. You'll learn things when you're wrong, right? So, if you ever stumble and fall off the wagon, just know it's okay to get back up, dust yourself off, and do whatever you gotta do to be okay, and do whatever you gotta do to make your mindset easier, and just go into the relationship knowing that each other is going to be different. Going into the relationship knowing that you guys are not the same like you were previously. Going into it with higher self expectations and higher them expectations isn't always bad. Knowing what you really truly do deserve and knowing what you're gonna get out of that person is also a good thing, because if you know you're gonna get nothing but trash, then you're not meant to be with that person. And I've realized that over the years. And that's no shade to my current partner. That's just how it is. That's more shade to my previous partner. But we've worked really hard individually, and we've worked really hard together to gain understanding and to gain that piece of acceptance of both of our personalities and both of our reactionary ways of doing things. We've realized that we're not going to change each other, and we realize that we love each other to the moon and back, and that's not going to change ever, even if things were to go sideways. That's not our end goal. Our end goal is to be together for as long as the universe allows. I know this is cliche, but we are one human. We are, if you saw us, you would completely understand. You would completely know where we came from and our backgrounds, and you would just know that we're cut from the same cloth. And yeah, we're both kind of messed in the head, but somehow it works. And the final life lesson that I want to help you guys understand is standing your ground and standing in your beliefs and not wavering for anyone. Like I said previously, I am very heavily influenced by certain people. So if they say jump, I say how high. And that's not really a good way to approach it. That's not a good way to understand what you yourself are capable of. You're a warrior. You should take stock and write a list of everything. I think I've said this in a previous podcast, but I'll say it again. Just take stock of everything that you have done in your life and all the accomplishments, all the failures, and just put them onto one sheet and just know that you've done those things. Yes, you failed at some of them, but for the most part, you've lived and you've learned and you've grown, and that's okay. And as your big sister, I'm telling everyone here not to give up, not to back down from anything, to live your life big, and don't dumb yourself down for anyone. Don't do stuff because people tell you to. If it's bad stuff, yes, please listen to them. If it's not good for your health, please listen to them. But if you know in the end staying put is your better option, then do that. Follow your own instincts. Follow your own path. Because you'll be happier in the end for it. So that's everything that I learned for the week. And I hope you guys get some value out of it. And I thank you so wholeheartedly, Mama Bear, for all the life lessons that we chatted for hours about. I swear I have no voice left. I don't know how I'm doing this podcast, but we had fun. We ate some delicious food. It was a good time. And yeah, just knowing who you are, stay rooted in who you are, and don't change for no one. And like always, I'm going to be super annoying, and I'm going to reiterate my posting schedule. So I post Thursday through Sunday. And I think this week's episode might go up tomorrow or Wednesday, because I'm having a non-emergency medical procedure like I always do, every 3 weeks, so no worries there. I don't want you putting down in the comments, are you okay? I am okay. I do not have the you know what that's going around. I don't have that. I'm just taking care of my health, and so that might go up a little earlier. And also, I want to shout out Minnie Mancino. She is fantastic. She does vlogs with kind of a gamer twist, so you get the visual aspect of it, and she is really good. Right now she's on this Splatoon kick. It's hilarious. There's cute characters, and she's also doing Ocarina of Time. She's just awesome. And she posts Monday Wednesday and Friday, and I think she live streams on Wednesday and possibly Friday, I'm not sure. But if you ever need to kill time and get a good laugh in with her voice dubbing, then that's the place to go. So her name on YouTube is Minnie Mancino. Tell her that your fearless leader sent you, and I will see you all next week. Alright, love you all. Have a great day whenever you're listening to this. And remember, stay rooted in who you are and be strong. I love you guys. Bye. Your fearless leader is now signing off.